G'day and welcome to another edition of Hef's Beer Reviews. Today I will be reviewing this beer here. It's Balter Cerveza. Comes in this clear 355ml bottle, 4% ABV, so 1.1 standard drinks. The Australian-made Cervezas started coming out onto the market about 6 months ago, so just before the Australian summer. This one in particular has proven to be quite popular. It was the highest scoring new entry in the Gab's Hottest 100, if you're into that kind of thing, of course. So anyway, let's crack it open and pour it out into the schooner glass and we'll see what it's like. Very active, as Swill and Grog would say, that Jez would say. Very light in colour, as you'd expect. Very clear and very effervescent aroma. Smells like your typical Mexican lager. There's a corn, light grainy smell, not much in the way of hops. That's about it. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. Light in body, next to no bitterness to speak of. The flavour profile follows the aroma, minimal hop presence. There's a light grain flavour. You can taste the corn, which obviously is the key ingredient as the adjunct in this style of beer. Not a whole lot going on. Very easy to drink. Very refreshing, very sessionable. The finish, quite dry, pretty crisp. It's a very clean beer. Price point varies. It's about $20 a six-pack. Cases online I've seen anywhere from between about $55 for a case through to $75. They also have released these in cans as opposed to the bottles. The bottles have these ridges, as you can see on camera on the neck there. Modus is another one, an independent brewery here in Australia that has released their own Mexican lager called a Cerveza. Balter, of course, owned by Asahi now. There's been a bit of, I guess it's an advertising thing where these Australian breweries are promoting these over the likes of Corona, saying that, look, it's better for the environment because you don't have the associated importing costs, both money and environmental, I guess, if that's your thing. I did read an interview recently, I can't remember if it was someone from Balter or someone from Modus, but and again, they're pushing their own wheelbarrow as you'd expect, and they were saying, look, it does take a high amount of skill to brew a lager in a clear bottle, and yeah, that's probably true. How does this stack up against the genuine article, against the Mexican lagers? Look, I couldn't tell you the last time I had a Corona. It's not a style of beer that I tend to drink a lot of unless I'm out at a Mexican restaurant. Dos Equis is usually my Mexican lager of choice. Apart from that, Sol. Trying to think what else you can find easily here in Australia. That's about it. I mean, it's as good as any of those, I guess. If you're into Mexican lagers, then I can see why this this might be a go, especially if it's priced attractively compared to the imports. One more sip, we'll give it a score. Look, for the style, I think it's perfectly fine. Nothing special, but look, nothing wrong with it either. I'd happily give it a 3 out of 5. A 3 out of 5 for the Balter Cerveza. And I've got to say, look, someone bought me a Great Northern a couple of days ago. Not my favourite beer, I must say, but certainly didn't turn my nose up at it. Drank it in about 2 minutes flat. I'd probably rather drink this than Great Northern, to be honest. And look, for a Mexican lager, it is holding a little bit of head, a little bit of lacing on the glass there. So it's a pretty well brewed beer, I guess. Anyway, better leave it there. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time on Hef's Beer Reviews.